Hey everybody, it's review time again and I'm back with another exclusive. This is a new rocket pack from Vivid Pyrotechnics called FireFlash, new for 2025. It contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rockets. Let's have a look at the label on the back. So the category F3 and the total pack net explosive content is 280 grams. So let's have a look at these. Let's open this up and see if we can find out a little bit more about the individual rockets. Let's take that away. There's the label. So let's get this first one out. Right, the effect on this one, red plum with thunder, 35 grams net explosive content. I imagine they're all 35 grams. Yeah, 35, 35, 35, 35. They're all 35 grams. So red plum with thunder, red plum with thunder, silver plum with thunder, silver plum with thunder, white glitter with thunder, white glitter with thunder, crackling with thunder, and yeah, you guessed it, crackling with thunder. So there's 8 rockets in this pack, but 4 different types, so 2 of each type. So this is new for 2025 from Vivid Pyrotechnics, FireFlash rockets. Let's fire these and see what they're like. So what did I think of the FireFlash rocket pack, new for 2025 from Vivid Pyrotechnics? Well, you may have noticed that the first one I fired didn't particularly have a straight flight path. It didn't reach a great height and actually burst quite low to the ground. The remaining 7 rockets did achieve a better height. 6 of those flew quite straight, but another one didn't fire all that straight either. For reference, I fired these nearly 2 weeks ago now, and immediately raised my concerns with the performance of this pack with Vivid, who assured me that they would do some further testing on these last week and report back. Despite chasing, I've not heard anything further from Vivid, so whilst I had been holding off on releasing this footage to allow Vivid to respond, as they've not done so, I feel the responsible thing to do here is to share with you guys how these rockets performed for me, so that you can draw your own conclusions. Putting that aside for one moment, effects wise I did like the crackling and slightly strobing lifts on these FireFlash rockets. The bursts had decent bangs for their size. Would I class them as thunder? Probably not, but they were still reasonably loud. The red and silver plum effects were nice and bright. Colour wise though, there's not a great deal of variety in this pack. Other than the 2 identical red rockets, the other 6 are all just white/silver. Okay, so let's look at the price. The RRP, that's recommended retail price for the FireFlash rocket pack, is £34.99. But you can typically pick these up for just under £30. A £5 rocket, these effects are a decent size given the physical size of the rockets, but there's not a massive amount of colour variety in the pack, and despite containing 8 rockets, there's actually only 4 different effects and essentially just 2 colours. But they do have those nice unusual lifts on them. I do have concerns over the performance of the pack I fired, which I have raised with the brand, and despite not hearing the outcome of their own testing following my report, given that these rockets are available for the public to buy right now, it's reasonable to assume that Vivid feel that this was an isolated incident and not a widespread problem amongst the batch numbers I provided to them. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, why not check out some more of my rocket reviews.